Now, I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm anxious to check and see, because you see that dent right there? That's a pretty good sized one in the back of the old van. And over here are these bag things that I got that help me lift up the refrigerator, which is a big refrigerator. So I know they're pretty powerful. When you pump them up, they can put out a lot of force. Now, from what I can see here, the dent being right in here, all in through here, and then that coinciding with this area right here. Obviously, we've got the rod right here in the way. I would have been better off doing this while I was replacing the ends on the cables for the latches and everything, because I had the handle out, I had the latch out, I had all this lock mechanism all out of there, and I could have stuck the airbag in there at the time and would have been a lot better. There's one of the cables right here I can feel. I guess this wide one right here is probably not the best one to use for this situation. Maybe if I use one of these smaller ones, I won't be bending up the rod there. I won't have to take all this stuff back apart. So let's get that in there and pump it up a little bit, see what we can do. Well, and if I pump it up right there, it may not be wide enough. I might need to get a piece of board. There I go with getting 2x4s again. And if I get this piece of 2x4 in here just right, it'll probably keep me from being able to bend up that. No, it's too thick. This is too wide. Maybe this little piece of old flooring. Yeah, that's just right. So using these does require a little bit of ingenuity. Using the most important tool in your box, the old brain. It's good over here where you can see if it's pushing out. Oh, it's pushing out on that already. See, it's already pushed that part out. Looks like I need to release it some and stick it further up in there. Pump it up again. Okay, let me get the camera here so maybe you can see. Watch right here. Oh, it's working. It's working. Yeah, that's neat. I think I am going to switch to this longer one since I got that piece of board in there to protect the rod. So I released that and it just went right back in. So I need to get this longer one in there. See what we can do with that. I've still got the board in there. This takes a little bit more to pump up because it's a longer, bigger piece. Oh yeah. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Wow. That dent goes all the way down to where this spot is right here. And that's really hard to push out, this part right here. And I think I've maxed out the bag without having another board in there. So I'm gonna have to release it and cram another thin board in there to take up the space so it can really push it out. This ain't working exactly the way they show in the TV commercials, but it's working. So now I left that other board in there and I found this one. I'm going to stick in there with the bag. Now I'm pumping it up. Oh yeah, there we go. It's starting to do something. Yeah. There. We're definitely getting more results now. Stack those feet. Oh, wow. Yeah. I think we're maxed out again. And most of the dent is out, but I don't think it's going to stay out unless we like really push it really hard. Because like they don't show on the TV commercials when they push it out like that and they just leave it. They don't always show you what happens when you release the air out of the bag. See it wanting to go back in, but not all the way. We definitely made some lasting progress that time because it did not pop all the way in, but I imagine if you just barely tap it, it would probably go there until we get enough boards in there to really push it out. I pushed it out so much now, I might be able to get the 2x4 in there. So yeah, I've got the 2x4 in there now. I'm just starting to pump it up. Barely got any air in it. You can already see it pushing because got that 2x4 in there. Okay, I think maybe I should let the air off of it and position it down here more. Because if we get some of that dent out of right here where the crease is, it'll probably stay out if we can get it out of that crease. Okay, I've got it down here now. Pumping it up. Oh yeah, it's pushing on that hard. That looks a lot better. And there's a little spot right here. Maybe if I can get the bag and the 2x4 up here in this corner and push that out, maybe all this will stay out. And then instead of having this huge dent from here all the way down to here, I'm gonna be left with just a little bit of a spot right there. Much improved already. Okay, right here's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm not sure I've got it up in there good, but oh yeah, it looks like it's doing something now. So maybe I did get it up in there good. Still not really perfect, but you know, I didn't expect this to be nearly as easy as the TV commercial, because I'm sure they picked a place that was really accessible and easy to get to and easy to push out. This was not easy place to get to, and it was this weird, combination dent going across a crease and up here near another crease. Maybe I'll work this some more later, but right now I'm satisfied that these things do work for pushing dents out. If you're a little bit creative and use your brain a little bit, spend a little time with it, but definitely a useful tool. And the button I'm pressing to release the air is right here. And to get the rest of the air out of this bag here, I'm laying it on a flat surface, and I take a flat board and lay it right there on it. Push down on the flat board with one hand while holding this with the other hand, and that gets the rest of the air out of it so I can put it back away and store it for use later. And there's Shop Cat wondering why I'm wasting my time playing with shop tools when I could be playing with her. What do you think about that tool, Shop Cat? What do you think about that? Well, maybe we can get her opinion on the next one. She don't seem real talkative today.